Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the refrigerator door gasket in a KitchenAid refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair, should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a putty knife and a heat gun. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new refrigerator door gasket. The refrigerator door gaskets provides the airtight seal preventing warm air from getting inside the compartment. A bad refrigerator door gasket could cause a higher than normal temperature inside the compartment and condensation build up on the interior near the gasket. If you are experiencing any of those problems, check the door gasket and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the door. Before pulling the old gasket off the door, we need to measure if the gasket that we got is the correct size. Place it on and check. That's a correct gasket. So now I can go ahead and remove the old one. Let me explain how it was done, the installation of the gasket, the original gasket. It was done at the factory, only if I can pull it off. And when everything was assembled, the gasket was installed between the inside lining, plastic lining, and the outer door, metal door. So when everything was put together, they pumped through the hole, actually at the bottom. They pumped the expandable foam inside, and that foam, when it's hardened, it serves as the insulation, and also it glued the three surfaces together, the gasket with the lining and the metal door. So what we need to do is use a putty knife, and we're going to insert it right there when we have to cut it through so we can cut the foam from outside this the gasket. And then we're going to be pulling it out very gently, not to break anything. Well, we can break the gasket, but not anything else. All right, so let's start it. Any place would be good. If you can push it like that, so this seam will open a little bit. And we're going to insert the putty knife in that opening. And I'm going to cut up and down. So the trick is not to go too far in, because then we're going to cut the foam beyond the gasket. We don't need to do that. And we go up. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the top. And now on this side. And then the bottom. All right, we got it released, and now I'm gonna pull the gasket. Grab it. Hear that sound? That's the foam was breaking. All right, this is the old refrigerator door gasket next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. All right, so next step would be, first of all, make sure that everything is clean, and if not, wash it with the soap and the sponge and dry before installing the gasket. Then we need to make sure that there's no foam is right there behind that plastic lining at the edge of it. So we're going to use this putty knife, and I'm going to make sure that there's no foam in there, and we do it all around the door. So this is our new gasket, and it will go in between the lining and the metal door, with this hard edge would be pushed in the gap. So as you can see, the corners are not attached. This is for our convenience. It's much easier to install it when it's not one solid piece. Also, when you take out the gasket from the box, it's not always straight, just like perfectly straight. So I would recommend you to put it in a hot tub, real hot water, for as long as it's possible, and then pull it out and lay it straight on the hard floor or hard surface. Make sure it's all straight, parallel surfaces, and lay it there for maybe like 20-30 minutes, so it will take the shape up. After that, we can install it. So we're going to bring it on, and usually we install it from the top and the top corners. I'm going to use the putty knife to separate the lining and the door just a little bit, so it would be a little easier to start it. Okay. The corner is fixed, so we're going to go to the top. All right, and then the corner. And I'm going to continue on, pushing it in. And that's a little tricky here. The corner, the bottom. All right, so all we have left is the outer portion of the gasket, so we're going to tuck it in the same way. All right, and now we're going to open the freezer door, close the fresh food door, and check how the gasket is laying against the cabinet. Well, in our case, it's very good. But if you will see any waves here, then you can use the heat gun or hair dryer and warm up the gasket. Make it flexible. Just don't burn it. And it will help the gasket to shape up. All right, now check it on this side. All right, so the gasket is actually touching the cabinet, but it's not like a perfect touch. So the very lip of the gasket is not straight. So we can use the heat gun in this case and warm up the gasket so it will bend a little bit and will touch the cabinet much better. But if you even leave it like that and won't open the door for a while, it will shape up itself. But it's better to use the heat gun and make sure that we did it right in the beginning. So I'm armed myself with the heat gun. I'm going to turn it on and put it to 6 to 650 degrees. Warm it up, and we're going to do the heating that surface, going up and down, as imagine you are painting it. Do not keep it in one position, you're going to burn the gasket. All right, now just let it chill for a few seconds and then run the finger, make sure you're not going to burn it, and push the gasket against the cabinet. While it's nice and soft. Okay, well done. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. for any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.